This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Perkins versus Gusman. You started out dating, and then you got married, and then you got divorced.
Yes.
And you started dating again. And so this off again, on again, off again relationship is going to be off permanently because of what's going on in your relationship right now.
Well, Your Honor, I need to know for sure if he's cheating, because I pretty much know for a fact that he is, but I need to know the truth before I marry him again. He's asked me to marry him, and I need to know the truth. I mean, I've seen so many things.
She thinks so many things.
No, I've seen.
So you need to know
I've seen people on the back of your motorcycle.
Miss Perkins, hold on. You need to know once and for all whether he's cheating or not before this relationship is going any further.
Yes, sir.
We talked about you all being on again, off again, on again. You're here fighting for this relationship that's lasted for 30 years.
Yeah.
So on again, off again, on again. I mean, this is a long-term relationship, and you want to see it continue.
Yeah, and I'm not the one here saying blah 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 blah. When she's done her dirt, and I've
never cheated.
That stuff when we was separated, that's where it stays.
But we wasn't together.
We weren't together when most of the stuff she's talking about.
No, yes, we was.
Here's the thing. If y'all been on and off for 30 years, there was some point, like at the beginning, when it was good.
Oh, yeah,
Tell
it
me
was
how
very
you met.
good.
Tell me how you all got together.
We was really young. We used to go bahan, swimming, everything.
What was that first name?
Bahan and truck.
What is that?
Where you go into mud and, just do a bunch of
Off-road.
Off-road running and,
So
Look how young they look, how young and innocent and happy they look.
Yeah, no
That's
clue.
when she wasn't delusional.
Oh.
That's what she wasn't delusional.
That was-
Yeah.
Well, we're going to find out whether you've driven her to be delusional or not. All right, so in the beginning, you all are together,
Yeah, we had it great.
and then what happened?
It was on the news that he had died. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
What?
he was in a car wreck. The motor sent him into the trunk, and they pronounced him dead on the scene. So I thought he was dead, and after a while I had to move on.
How long did you think he was dead?
For about 3 years because he was in a coma. Yeah.
I was really badly messed
Yeah, he
up.
was in a coma. His and I don't get along, so of course she would not call me to tell me that he wasn't.
How did you find out he was alive?
Well, he came into my place of employment.
Okay, wait a minute. You think he's dead for 3 years and he walks into your job?
Yes, I about hit my knees, Your
Well,
Honor. I thought I was delusional.
I can't even get my mind around.
I
What
thought I
did you
was
say
seeing
to
a picture.
him? What did
She
you
missed out on
say?
for it too. Before I walked in, I sent a friend of mine in because I didn't know. We was driving around. I hadn't been around because I lost memory and I was messed up physically and everything. And I said, man, what's the chance of her still being at this place?
So you were just thinking maybe I can find her,
Yeah.
and she was a part of your life that you wanted to get back.
Mm-hmm. I didn't remember much before that or anything either.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So how did you move from he is back in my life, you reconnect, and you get married?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about how your marriage was. Was it a good marriage?
Yeah, it was a good marriage. We got married in the backyard. We had a shotgun wedding, pit bulls, Yeah, and
So you're married, it's good, but
Yeah.
you're divorced. So what happened?
well, New Year's Eve, probably about 2007.
I was set up.
No, you was not set up.
Hold on. Let me hear what she has to say.
I come out of the bedroom, and he's making out with a family member of mine.
No.
Yes.
Okay, now
on the couch.
No.
Now, Miss Perkins, hold on.
Wow.
All right.
No.
Yes.
Making out.
This happened on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Okay, and New Year's Eve is just one of those times where you hug and kiss people.
She didn't just say we hugging and kissing. She said make it out, and there's a difference. A hug and a kiss is brief. You keep moving on. Make it out is involved.
So how long do you think they were making out?
I started telling how long they were making out before I walked in and caught him.
There wasn't no how long.
It's who's to say how far
was
they
set
would have
up,
went if
Your
I
Honor.
wouldn't have walked in.
Okay, so Mr. Gusman, she
Listen.
says New Year's Eve you were making out with somebody.
No.
What is it that actually happened in
It was
your
that
mind?
quick. It was that quick.
Mr. Gusman, you keep saying you weren't making out.
No, ma'am.
Show
Your
me with Miss Perkins what you were doing. I would say Ron, but Ron will not let that happen.
She come at me like this, and then it was like, and I pushed her away. It was
That
like,
quick?
It was that quick. It was
All
that
right.
fast. And
now,
then
Miss
Byron,
Perkins,
would've
you
been-
show me what you thought what you
Oh
saw.
my Jesus.
Okay, no, go ahead. I want to see
He
it.
was just like, no.
Oh, that's a big difference, Mr. Cutler.
So that was involved. There was some head movement.
Yes.
There was all of that.
It sounds like a little tongue
Oh,
involved.
there was a lot. That's why, yeah.
Oh, boy.
No.
And you know, I mean, Miss Perkins, she knows the difference between a peck and making out. I mean, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
So after that, did you get divorced?
Yes,
That is what led to the
Yes.
divorce. You were like, I'm out.
I'm done. I don't need a cheater.
Why would he go through all this to get back with you just to cheat on you, especially if he knows that's what happened in the past that got you divorced? So my question to you is, what have you seen that makes you think he's cheating now?
Oh yeah, he came in smelling like cheap perfume.
Exhaust.
Cheap perfume.
Exhaust.
Okay, and what did you say at that point?
I said, who you been with?
And what did he say?
He said, nobody. I said, well, that's awful funny because I just seen you with the on the back of your motorcycle. Dark hair. Oh, yeah.
All right, so he drives right past you. There's a woman on the back
Yeah,
of his
like I
bike.
wouldn't notice.
Did he see you?
I'm sure he did.
No.
Okay.
No,
All right.
It
Is this
wasn't.
somebody you knew?
Huh? No, I did not recognize her.
Okay, what
wasn't
does she look
hiding.
like?
Dark hair. That's all I could really tell because she was holding on to him.
Okay.
She was hugging him.
Yeah.
But what's wrong?
If I was hiding it, why would I drive by the corner store, which everybody in that neighborhood knows everybody? Everybody in that neighborhood, they're busybodies. They're gonna run and tell her. I mean, so it could have been anybody. I'm not gonna hide it. I went right by it because I had nothing to hide.
So now that takes us then.
To
Well-
her side, his side, and the woman on the back of the bike. She's here to testify. Ron, would you escort her in?
Right up to the east. Right up there.
Hi.
Good day.
Hi.
Would you please state your name for the record?
Christy Kahn.
And
Well,
you
wait,
just-
hold on. Let me establish something.
Okay.
Miss Perkins, is this the woman you saw on the back
Yes.
of the bike? So this is her?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
What is your relationship with Mr. Gussman?
He's like my brother. I've known him for 100 years. It just seems like forever.
Well, then
He's
how
just
come
like
I've
my
never
friend.
met you?
I don't, because you guys are conflict.
I'm gonna cut to the chase on this one. Have you had sexual relations with Mr. Gussman?
Oh, never. Ew. He's like my brother. Ew. She already thinks that I am, and I'm
No,
not.
I'm not worried about you because you don't owe me nothing. It's this man that owes it to me.
You're right.
I would not be mad at you at all.
I agree.
Yes.
So, Miss Perkins, you're not blaming Ms. Khan for
No,
anything.
no, she don't owe me nothing. it's him.
But
Okay,
Mr.
but-
Gussman,
but see,
he's the
I
one that
can't
you're looking
speak
at,
for her.
right?
yeah.
I can't speak for her, so I figured she's saying that I was doing something with her. She can come and say the same thing I'm saying. No.
But you know what? In our court file, we have a note that there's a relationship between you all two.
There is a
And-
relationship. We're like friends. We're brothers.
No, it refers to something else. So we're going to have a member of our court personnel come out and explain what we have here.
Okay.
Ron, would you escort Miss Harrell in?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss Harrell. Maybe step right here.
Hi, Miss Harrell. Would you please state your name for the court record?
Yes, my name is Dominique Harrell.
And you're a member of our court personnel.
Yes.
All right. You, during your investigation for this case, uncovered some important information. Can you share that with the court?
Yes, absolutely. During my investigation, I discovered that Mr. Gussman and Mrs. Khan are actually really good friends. They're very close. However, I also discovered that they both share a phone bill together. They have a family plan together, and I discovered that because I was trying to get in contact with both of them. Ms. Khan informed me that her phone was going to be turned off, but I said, how am I going to get in contact with you? She said, well, we need to get our phone bill paid. And I'm like, who's we? You know, like I didn't understand who's we if I'm only talking to you. And she said, me and Mr. Gussman. That's how I discovered how they had a phone bill together.
Huh. That's something. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Perkins, did you know about
No.
this? What does this make you think?
Oh, my ears are on fire.
Okay, okay, listen.
All right, Mr. Gussman, I really do want to listen. Tell me why you two share a phone plan, family plan.
I could pay $75 for my phone by itself. Or when I added her, or I could add you or anybody else here, and it makes it cheaper.
Okay, well, What about me?
Okay.
I said I get you a phone.
Look, I understand that. So let me ask, is Ms. Perkins on your phone plan?
No. When
Okay,
I put
all right.
her on it,
So-
yeah. I mean, I put.
I understand. My first question is, Ms. Perkins on your phone plan? You said no. So the second question is, out of all the people in the world you could add to your phone plan, you added Ms. Khan.
She didn't have a phone. I'm a real simple person. She didn't have a phone. She needed a phone. I could save money. Bang, here it is.
You understand how that looks, though, right, Mr. Gussman?
No, because I'm not doing nothing. Again, like I said, I'm not doing nothing wrong. So. And hold on. And can I say this, please?
No. Do you understand how this looks to Miss Perkins?
Yes, I do.
And that's where you keep messing up. The excuse of I'm not doing anything, but it looks like you're doing something. That's the problem.
But when I put her on the phone plan, we weren't talking.
Let's let Miss Harrell go back to work for the court.
All right.
Thank you so much for that clarification, love.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. So here's the deal, and here's where we are. You smell cheap perfume on him, and you're like, who is this? You saw him giving a woman a ride down the street. The woman now is identified as Miss Khan. We find out that he has a family plan, a phone family plan with Miss Khan. All of these things all together have you thinking, is he cheated again? Do I want to marry him? Do I want to be done with him? Is that true?
That's correct.
And if you find out that he is in fact cheating,
Oh, it's a wrap.
you're done.
Done.
Forever and ever,
Yes.
world without end.
Forever. There will not be no.
She ain't finding nothing.
And Mr. Gussman, just to be clear, you're telling this court and you're telling Ms. Perkins that you have not been physically intimate with any other women since you two got back together.
Sorry.
All right, well, it's all on the line, Mr. Cutler.
We want to help you all resolve your issue. And so this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, we're going to call former military interrogator Lena Sesko to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please report Ms. Sesko in.
Ms. Sesko, get over to the monitor, please.
Hi, Ms. Sesko.
Hi, how are you, Your Honor?
Fine, how are you?
I am doing well.
Ms. Sesko, tell us what you did to investigate this case.
Yes, Your Honor. I first had the accused write a witness statement, and I analyzed that for any indicators of truthfulness and deception. I studied the case file, I put together an interrogation plan, and then I interrogated Mr. Gussman to see if he was cheating on Miss Perkins.
So, what were your initial findings when you completed your investigation?
While I was questioning Mr. Gussman, I was looking for indicators of deception, and he told me that he's never talked about his relationship in this amount of detail before with anybody, and that it made him think of a few things that he hadn't thought of before.
So what did you learn?
Mr. Gussman said that he brought Miss Khan on to prove to Miss Perkins that he's not cheating with her or with anybody, but he also told me that he may think that Miss Khan wants more than just a friendship with him.
All right.
Then I asked him if he wanted to spend the rest of his life with Miss Perkins, and he gave me a definitive yes. And he was also congruent when he said that because his head nodded yes. But he did caveat that. He said, and I'm going to read it because I'm quoting him, if she stops worrying about the stuff that has never happened. And finally, I've conducted hundreds of interrogations since 2002, and when I was interrogating Mr. Gussman, I saw no signs of deception. So he told me that he hasn't been cheating. I believe him. I believe he's being truthful. And again, I think he is being honest, and he has not cheated on Miss Perkins.
All right.
Ms. Perkins,
Yes, sir.
how do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm happy to hear that.
Because you came here to get some answers, right?
Yes.
And you got answers, and they were favorable answers.
Right.
All right, so what we need to talk about is having some trust.
Yeah.
So, you all are reestablishing a 30-year-old relationship. You have got to let the past go. You can't expect him to continue to want to be with you and share with you if he's always under a cloud of suspicion.
Yes, ma'am.
Now that you have been determined to have been truthful, do you still want to continue in the relationship with Ms. Perkins?
Yeah.
Do you still
ma'am.
want to marry her?
Yeah.
Do you still want to spend the rest of your life with her?
Absolutely.
Ms. Perkins, you ready to say I do?
Sure.
You gonna do it?
Yeah.
That's the most convincing testimony ever. All right, we have a counselor. Dr. Jeff is gonna talk to you about the very things we've talked about and give you some real tools to move forward. And as we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of an opportunity to have a happy, healthy, long-term relationship. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.